What's up, Raybid spawners? Do you guys remember the video I made on my previous channel a year prior that had gotten a lot of attention of the Happy Tree Friends community about the French popular Happy Tree Friends animator Nemao or Nemao? I'm gonna call him Nemao in this video. The one I badly re-recorded with my phone camera after I wasn't able to export it via my iPad where I put the entire thing together. Buckle up, I need to address it again. This is the official part 2 of the Nemo allegations. Before I start, do not harass or bully anyone mentioned in this video. I just want to educate and inform you, the audience, and it's fully for entertainment purposes and to shed some light on my previous taken accusations, which haven't held up very good and I have done very poorly, since I was young and stupid and I want to redo what I kind of caused. And for all intents and purposes, these are all treated as allegations, hence the title, so take it with a grain of salt. To start things off, Nemao has dated his current Filipino girlfriend Flapsy since he was a minor, but she is around 22 or 23 years old currently, while he is around 30 years old. And since she is an adult, it's up to her what she wants to do and can fully consent. And since she is choosing to stay with Nemao after he has questionably groomed her in the relationship, we cannot do anything or much about that and should respect her choice to stay with him. Before I blocked Nemao after I premiered the video I made about him a year prior, he sent me a recording of his girlfriend Flapsy asking her mother if she was fine with their relationship, which her mother fully consented to and knew about, and while it's debatable how that would justify him dating Flapsy since she was around 15 to 17 years of age, she is again an adult at this time. Them stating they only predated before actually dating is not a good look and sounds very predatory.
So, Mom, were you aware that my boyfriend Nemao courted me at 18
Yes, I'm aware of that.
and we started officially dating at 6 months later?
Yes, I know about it. Because I know that you're my only girl, so I should know everything about you.
Are you also aware that he was on his 20s when we were dating?
Yes, I know because you're 4 years. 4 years. Whatsa? Ilan ang
We've been 4 years. We've been together for 4 years.
Hindi nagdili. Anong pagitan gani ninyo?
Huh? Ang pagitan namin, paano? 8 years ang pagitan. 8 years pagitan namin.
8 years ba di ang pagitan ninyo? Ilang taon na pala siya ngayon?
28.
Oh, 28.
Oh, 28.
Mm.
And are you okay with it?
Yes, I'm okay with it because I believe that my daughter is on the right age na. She is already at the right age. And I am, I know that, saan ang kampante? At sa,
Hindi ko rin alam.
kasi kampante sa English.
Hindi ko alam.
Kampante.
Ano? Search mo pa?
Search ko pa. Ginti, inigabot ka, imong uyab kung maya, mag-ingani po ta. Birayam. Hindi, Google dapat.
Kampante in English. Complacent?
Complacent.
So, you're complacent.
Okay. So, mag-ulit naman ako.
Hindi na. Okay na.
So, I believe that my daughter is on the right age and I'm complacent because they
Because
are far from each other, and I know that my daughter is responsible one, and I'm always I'm always looking forward for my daughter to be a responsible daughter, a responsible person. So I'm always at her side with whatever she does. So I'm okay with it.
okay.
Also, side note, I'm kind of suspecting her mom doesn't quite understand the situation that much. The next thing I want to address is the whole thing that started off the drama that transpired in February 2023, which is when somebody claiming to be Winter Chills, aka the girl that got groomed by Nemao, the MD moderator, Mangy, or Army and stuff, and caused the mods to nuke his server. Let me start this from the beginning. I personally left the server a few months prior, in around November of the previous year, due to the chat being filled with young teens talking to the moderators like they're their unkies and aunties, and basically talking in Ulu language and sending hug emojis, which were emojis of people's Happy Tree Friends OCs in chibi format representing wanting a hug with a giant oh looking face. Due to this, I wasn't around especially for the nuking of the server, nor had time to screenshot or save things of worth. In February, somebody reached out to one of the moderators of Nemao's server, which we'll talk about again very soon, who goes by Mangy or Army and stuff. The person who reached out claimed to be Winter or Winter Chills, who had her OC featured on Nemao's older uploads, which he has deleted at this time. But it's not hard to find old artwork of them and re-uploads of his old episodes featuring Winter. Basically, to make things short, she was around 15 years old at the time, and Nemao shipped his OC Snowers with her OC Winters, which represented herself. This happened in 2015 to 2018, and Winter alleged that Nemao sent her threatening messages and made revenge porn of her OC to make her angry and disgusted when he was upset at her. She has said that those messages are unfortunately lost in time due to her losing access to her old Facebook account where she said it happened. After Mangy heard this, she discussed it with her fellow moderators in a private group chat they created, and decided to nuke Nemao's server, in their words, which was basically changing channel names and spamming in the chat that Nemao is a pedophile. A lot of members saw this happen, with some of them recording and screenshotting the last embers of the server before Nemao deleted it, which unfortunately meant that no one had time to actually screenshot or save important images, which I think could have helped their case with calling their ex-boss a pedophile. Nemao started to talk in my server at that time, with which he was in for a few years but inactive. But since he no longer had a place to talk to his closer friends that were in his server, he confided in me and my space, which I didn't really handle all that well, with being fueled by only anger and justice, wanting to just call him out, and that's that. I should have handled it better, but I was young and dumb, and I'm gonna make up for it. My server became chaotic, with Mangy joining my server only to bully Nemao, and I couldn't really focus on what I should have, which was getting the truth and being unbiased. I have to also admit the mods and the members who were part of the new king should have handled the situation better as well, and not just tell people to act without thinking and document things better. With that out of the way, let's dive a bit more into the accusations Winter made. After nuking of Nemao's server, Nemao had created a tweet longer, basically confirming that he had made the revenge porn of her OC and justified his actions. He later deleted this tweet longer and made a newer one, but that one would also be lost as he deleted his Twitter account later on and made a new one. Winter also hasn't provided any screenshots or any kind of evidence to support her claims, or even confirming that she is the official Winter Chills and that Winter was her OC. So the allegations shouldn't have hit hard, as it did, in my opinion. Still trying to make the exposed video on Nemao, I made a private Discord server with people I thought I could trust could help me in the matter, called Nemao Allegations, which turned into a playground and a hate art space for half of the members, and also didn't get anywhere. I then unfortunately produced that badly made video where I was autistically rambling, and with the only intention of getting attention on the situation, without being very clear and unbiased. Another note I want to get out is that Nemao has called me Raybid Senpai since I was around 16 years old. And while that may sound very weird, mostly because senpai means a higher ranking student, he first tried calling me Raybet-chan, and I started calling him Nemao Sensei, being a naive, dumb kid. Looking back, I found it very weird how he kept calling me senpai and how he would obsess over me and my art and my OCs, and not credit me for the new slippers he has given Snowers, which was originally my idea and he commissioned me to design them. Unfortunately, I don't have many screenshots to back it up, so take it also with a grain of salt. Content-wise, Nemao has been making a lot of YouTube shorts, which most of the time have sexual innuendos and moments, which is very weird when he keeps marketing his channel as family-friendly. His content is also very autistic, sure, but it seems like he's trying to get a child audience and trying to expose them to sexual content, like Elsagate videos, which I hope isn't the case or his intentions. My closing thoughts on Nemao are that I hope he improves and that I still do not wish to be in contact with him. And to clear up some rumors I saw in some reaction videos, no, I am not his ex-girlfriend and I've never dated Nemao. I was just a fan that became close friends with him for around 3 years before I cut off contact in one of the worst ways I could. Having said that, I want to make other things clear and talk about other members of the HDF community that need addressing. I'm gonna keep it very short. Since she was a minor, Mangi, or Army and Stuff, has been one of the most important moderators in Nemao's server, being very close with the members and modding the server almost all the time. She was the first one Winter was DM'd by about the allegations, and was the one who instigated the nuking of Nemao's server, which again wasted all the evidence and memorabilia and the accusations needed and could have used to have more against Nemao, since the server had a lot of instances of things happening that Nemao had to take care of better, like telling the moderators to let back problematic people into the server, like I discussed previously, like Martin and Bluey. Martin being the one who made a minor called Chloe draw porn of minors and other people without their knowledge and consent, and Bluey was overall annoying and sexually harassed a little girl called Nectar in the art chat and Discord, which was something positive coming out of my previous video and made light of the situation. Maggie has complained the most about Nemao abusing her and making her stay as a moderator in his server when she left or if she had a mental breakdown. But when Nemao's server got deleted, she was the one who made the new Happy Tree Friends server called Heroes in Residence. And she doesn't mind being a moderator and sometimes asks people willingly to moderate their servers, like mine for example. So unless she can argue that Nemao made her a mod for hours that she wasn't able to or wanted to, I don't know why being a mod was overall a complaint she made. You've probably heard of the names Cukesim or Neek or Marlin going by in the Happy Tree Friends fandom. If you haven't, he was the guy who made a previous document on Nemao when I was still making the allegations video. To make it short, after exposing Nemao, he had been baiting another pedophile in the fandom called Flinty, which is very irresponsible. when you think about his age. He was 16 at the time, he is right now 17 years old. The gist of it is that he faked to be a 14-year-old girl and sent him nudes from Google Images to make Flinty say controversial things that Marlin could use against him, which worked, by the way, in some degree. Another thing is that Marlin was a big drama seeker, often instigating it by himself, sending alt accounts in my server after I banned him for good reasons, because he thinks my community explicitly talks about him like teenage girls, which isn't the case. He has been basically putting himself and others around him in danger and in situations which would make him seem like a giant douchebag. I would recommend not using Mr. Marlin as your guide through the fandom, as he is probably not safe to hang out with. I will probably go in detail in another video. James Happy Tree Friends, or James HTF, is a Muslim Happy Tree Friends animator or artist who makes questionable videos and deviant art posts, some of them containing his character wearing a diaper, confirming to people on Discord that he has a diaper fetish. He's basically this guy who keeps putting himself in a bad light, like admitting he hits his mother, or when he tells his underage fans on Discord that he wants to cut off contact with them because he doesn't want to groom them. He has other instances which are very questionable, and I will also get in detail on another video. Victor, or Victor Cole, is a minor that I strongly advise not to harass, bully, or seek him out. He needs to get off the internet and get help from an actual professional, as clearly the internet is damaging his mind. Victor Cole is this infamous member of the Happy Tree Friends community, who has suicide baited before and confided in others on Discord that he doesn't have friends and thinks about hurting himself and possibly others, which is obviously very concerning. He is at this time around 15 or 16 years of age. He was actually friends with Marlin for a short time, which was cut short as he recently admitted to trying to look up Daisy's destruction, which, if you don't know, is a horrible CSA video made by Peter Scully, which is accessible on the dark web. It is this terrible movie consisting of two adult women mutilating and abusing a toddler and a baby, the baby being called Daisy, which is the name of the movie. Victor probably heard about it on TikTok or YouTube and thought it was a good idea to try to look it up, and then overshared to other minors he is friends with on Discord. His degeneracy and gore obsession has led him into this dark place where he actually tried to look up a video that is highly illegal. It's probably a safe precaution to block him and not engage in conversation with Victor, as he needs to make actual friends and realize that what he's doing before he ends up being a degenerate beyond comprehension. I think I've talked enough. I hope this sheds enough light on the situation, and this isn't some drama channel. I will keep making animations and art instead of talking too much about situations like this. I'm really sorry, but I just needed to get this off my chest. I hope that was okay. This was the Raybid spawn, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!